All right. I tried recording this video 3 times on my phone, and I eventually was like, this is going to be long form. This is going to be long. So here it is. Let's talk about search and AI and what I see based on the work that I do and the companies that I work for. The businesses who invested in content, video, written, and social media are reaping the rewards of it, both in search and AI. That's how it works, right? If you're investing in content, if you're creating content, if you're publishing and distributing content through blog articles, videos, social media, and email, the primary channels, right? You're going to be rewarded for it. But it's expensive and takes time, and it's an investment most businesses don't want to think about. But the businesses who are doing it and doing it well are being rewarded. But for small businesses, it's painful and hard. And trust me, I've been beating this drum for 4 years. But this is exactly what you need to do if you want to improve your search rankings, get search traffic, and be visible in the AI tools. You're going to go and you're going to talk to your website vendor, and you're going to go and make sure your homepage is set up and optimized for all the basic stuff. Then you're going to go and you're going to ask them, we need to go in and audit our location pages. Every location page needs to be unique for that location. So if you are an insurance agency selling in Newton, Iowa, selling in Grinnell, Iowa, and selling in Pella, you have a location in all three. I'm trying to think of a business that doesn't do this, so nobody thinks I'm calling them out. Every location page needs to be relevant to that community. So the on-page content needs to be relevant. The Newton page needs to be talking about Newton and the Newton Cardinals and the town square and all this other stuff and the businesses in that page. Same thing for Pella, same thing for Grinnell. Now, from there, you need to go and you need to review your location page. We already did location. You need to review your services page, the things you sell. And it doesn't matter if it's insurance, you're a plumber, or you're an HVAC contractor, you sell cars, whatever. The pages of the thing you sell, each one needs to be unique and relevant to the product line. So every page needs custom content written relevant to the context of that business, of that thing you're selling. It needs to have a couple of unique images, all those things. And that's pretty much it. It sounds really complicated and it's going to take a little work, but that's the first. That's the first step of what you need to do. The other is you need to start putting out content. I know, trust me, I've heard every web shop, I've heard every SEO, I've heard all the gurus say search is dead and search isn't going to bring you any business. And that's how marketing works. The thing you're doing isn't going to bring results right away. Think of it like investing in a mutual fund. It doesn't make you a ton of money today. But in 10 years, if you do it consistently, you'll get that compound interest effect. Period. It's how it works. And every business that's invested in content can proves it. Proves this isn't theory, this is how it works. So I would tell you, create content that in a way that you're comfortable with. I am working on getting better on video, so I'm producing more video content. I'm back to creating a weekly newsletter and article. Those are the things I'm doing. For the businesses I work at, we're doing the same things. We're creating content, podcasts, videos, webinars, and written content. And we're distributing them through advertising, through email, and through social media. That's just how it works. So this is what I would do. Just if you came to me, you booked a meeting and said, Nick, I need to get this figured out. This is what I would tell you. If you're comfortable on video, record video. It can be reels, short form style, vertical, holding your phone, holding a tripod. Does not need a fancy, you don't need any fancy software. You don't need B-roll. You don't need on-screen captions. None of that shit really matters when it comes to creating and distributing the content. It's all polish and usually just ego stuff. And then if you want to do long form, talking head, this kind of stuff, dude, I'm running off of a 4-year-old webcam, a Temu microphone and soundboard, and an old MacBook Pro. That's my setup. Nothing fancy. And my other videos, it's B-roll from vacations and where I go places with text overlays, and then some talking head Instagrams, real style stuff. That content just needs to exist, and you need to publish it, and you need to promote it and share it and put it in your story and all those things. That's one thing. The other is blog content, written blog content. Yes, I know. They all say the same thing, especially with insurance. But guess what? The businesses who produce blog articles consistently for a really long time see the results of it over time. Every time I've worked with an agency and they turn off their blogs, they're like, hey, our phone stopped ringing. What happened? Well, you stopped creating an email. You stopped writing a new article. You stopped feeding the machine, and you stopped distributing it. You stopped sending it via the email newsletter we set up. Those two things create opportunities. Now, if you create a homeowner's risk blog, is it going to get a ton of traffic? No. Not right away. But eventually, as you create the content and you drive some traffic to it and you promote it and you share it on social media and you share it via email, it will eventually get ranked if you're doing all the things right. And then over time, you'll see the results. You go in, you look at analytics and you go, oh, that blog article got 173 page views last month. Is it all of it relevant to our local audience? Maybe not, but some of it is. And some traffic's better than no traffic. That's the whole theory behind search engine optimization. And it's not just schema and location pages and name, address, phone number being consistent. It's having content and context for the search engines and AI tools to understand what to deliver to the people asking about the things that you sell and do. That's all content is. It's feeding the machine. And if you're not feeding the machine, you're not going to get the results from the machine. And this is how it works. So, rant over, 8 minutes. I don't know what to tell you. Make content, do it for a long time, and you'll see the results.